So here we are. Great. So I'm guessing, let me be sure this meeting is streaming. Just give me 1 minute. Let me be sure it's streaming. Okay, we are streaming. Great. Share. Present. Now, welcome to the workshop. And the very first video you are going to see will be a video from EVA, right? Of course, most of you know me already. I'm Dr. Adere Adepoju. So I'm going to share with you a video from EVA, who is your facilitator first. Then I'll walk you through the quiz or the project she has designed for you. Now, the next slide is going to be you seeing EVA. Just give me a minute. Oh no, I'm sharing a wrong slide. I'm sharing a wrong slide. I think I have so many of those slides open. Okay, great. This is the one I should be sharing. Let me just put it here so it's easy for me to find. And I'm not sharing a wrong one again. Great. So this is the first live project workshop for product management. And I'm going to be sharing your facilitator message to you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live project. Today, we're going to be doing a practical workshop that covers everything we learned from Module 1 to Module 4. This practice or this workshop or this live project will allow you to apply practical exercises that we have explored from Module 1 to Module 4. In this, you will see concepts that focuses on VUCA. You will see concepts that focuses on what a good product manager should be like. You will also see concepts that focus on lessons around road mapping tools, and so on and so forth. This project is going to be based on a real world scenario, and it is a great opportunity to bring all your learnings together and apply it to solving the problems. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next slides.
Great. So now that is a short introduction from EVA. So from this point on, you have to pay attention to what I'm going to explain to you and the aim of this particular live workshop, right? I'm wondering where are the remaining people in this product management program? In fact, half of the class is not even here. Esther, what is happening? Can you reach out to the product managers in the making to find out what exactly is over? Because here is one of the things that I and Evie were discussing around 2 a.m. today when she was trying to, we were discussing about this particular project, like projects. Why am I saying this? I want you to know that a lot of work goes into actually designing this particular life projects to ensure that you people have, like, you are mimicking a real life world and what you should expect in the workplace. And she was telling me how she needed to design a capstone project, which is not even part of what I had asked of them. But she said something. She said, Jerry, I need them to have a capstone project at the end of this particular learning, which is at the end of your program. And I was asking her why a capstone project and things like that. She said that in the world of project management, when you go to an employer to pitch, that like a capstone project is like you designing a portfolio like of the work that you've done. So even if it is not part of what is going to be accessed on this program, but she's giving you that as a bonus and say that capstone project, by the time you package it into a portfolio, that is where you begin as a product manager. And she's going to be delivering that in week 6 of this program as like a bonus. But one of the things she also mentioned to me yesterday, she said, there is important that product managers are in this workshop because their ability to develop their products, their capstone project portfolio will be based on like what they are able to do in these live workshops. And I keep saying it over and over. For some of you that were in the content creation workshop during the week, I said something. I said, it is important you know that you cannot mimic group work again. Let's be clear. You can do the quiz alone. You can take this particular PDF. And by the way, Esther, I think I sense, is Moina here? Moina, I sent you the PDF of this particular workshop. Please send product group so that they can have access to this thing while I walk them through, right? So it is important that you attend these things, as in it's an experience you cannot replicate. Saying, oh, I worked with fellow project managers to XYZ, and you can't replicate it. Even if you have your money, you would have to have a group of people to be able to say you worked with people. So please, if you know someone who should be in this workshop, who is not here, tell them to jump in right now so that they are able to talk about it when they finally get interviewed. Now let's go to the aim of the project. If at any point in time you can't hear me, please just let me know. The aim of this first live project workshop for product management program is to test the following. So one of the things that EB had actually designed initially was to design it from model 1 to 4. But in our discussion yesterday, I told that on your schedule, you are only able to get, as of today, you are only able to get to module 3, right? Where you had the product manager first 14 days and things like that. So what she did, you will see that when she recorded the video saying testing from module 1 to module 4. But right now we are testing up to module 3, given we would expect that you may not have gotten to module 4 yet. Now, the key takeaways or the key objectives of this particular project workshop will be first to test your understanding of the VUCA concepts and how it impacts product management. That's the first aim of this project. Your understanding of the work of the VUCA, this thing. Who can tell me? You can type in the comment section for me right now what VUCA means. Type in the comment section the full meaning of VUCA. Now, the second thing would be for your knowledge of Agile, Scrum, and Kanban, right? Your knowledge of what's Agile, Scrum, and Kanban. Now, the third thing will be your ability to develop strategies for building effective Agile teams. What is going to be your strategy? She needs to test your ability to develop what? To develop Agile teams. Then, of course, she would like to look through your plan in the first 14 days of you as a product manager. And one of the beautiful things she also, as we also discussed last night, was saying, oh, Jerry, I had to thank you very much, Victor Akinola, for that book card. Adeyolanu, Deborah, thank you for that full meaning. And all. So now, one of the things we discussed is the checklist she gave to you, right? That first 14 days. One of the things she had asked me to pass on to you today is you saying that, she said that thing is a checklist for them, because when they get to work, I need them to print out that checklist. If they finally get on their first project, like they should be saying to themselves, in the first 2 days, this is what I should have done. In the second 2 days, the next couple of days, this is what I should have done. So it provides you with a checklist of my first day at work. You are not looking confused. Next 4 days, you're not looking confused. Next 10 days, you're not looking confused. First 14 days, what are your deliverables? And that is why she delivered that sample project to you, to ensure that you are able to have that checklist. Okay, so if you've not downloaded it, it's at the end of your module 3, where you would have, where you should have a checklist of your first 14 days as a product manager. Now, so we have 4 aims of this project. Now, this is a scenario. The scenario we are going to be dealing with is the launch of what Smart Home Hub, which is like an innovation or a tech this thing. Now, this Smart Home Innovation Hub, which is your company, Innovate Tech, is preparing to launch a new innovative tech product, right? Innovate Tech is preparing to launch a new tech product, the Smart Home Hub. The Smart Home Hub, which integrates various smart home devices into a single user-friendly platform. So the scenario, please, I want you to take a look at this. For you to be in, one of the things we had mentioned is for you to be innovating the product, it means there is a need. There is a need, there is someone, maybe someone has thought that, all these my tech devices in this hub, can I just integrate them into a single platform that can control them? So now this particular Innovate Tech company is trying to develop the name of the product, which is Smart Home Hub. And what is the main function of this product? Is to integrate various smart home devices into a single user platform, friendly platform. Now, you are being hired as a product manager to lead this initiative, right? You are hired as a product manager. They've told you what the main goal of this product is: integrates every other thing into one single platform. Now, this product is currently in the late development phase. and is scheduled to launch in 3 months. Please, as product managers, you must always take note of what, because we always say product is like a branch of, or is a branch of project management. So this is like a project, like the product development is a project, but it is a product that is being developed. So now they are saying that it is in the late phase of the development and it is scheduled to launch in 3 months. Please start to take note of this scenario. Now, the first thing we would like to test in this particular scenario is the VUCA concept. And what is the main question here? How does VUCA environment impact the smart home hub markets? How does the VUCA environment impact this particular smart home hub markets? Like the VUCA concept, what is the impact it's going to have on this product? Please remember, they said it is what? It is in the late development stage. It is due to launch in 3 months. So as a product manager, what does that tell you, like technically in your end? So they are now saying, how does this VUCA environment impact the smart home hub? What are you going to do when I put you into breakout rooms? You're going to have a group discussion on the strategies to navigate the challenges that you foresee in the development of this product. You are going to have a group activity where you discuss the strategies to navigate these challenges. And when you are done doing this discussion, I want you to then list what, like the potential risks that you've identified and the opportunities. You are going to put it on a Google document. That's your first task. So the first question is, how does the VUCA environment impact on the smart home hub markets? You have to think about that. What is the implication of VUCA in that? Now, you are going to have a group discussion as product managers to say, what are the challenges? What are the opportunities you see? And you're going to list it. That's the first thing. I would estimate you to use 15 minutes to talk about this immediately you get into your breakout room. Please do not, because you have 1 hour, 15 minutes to complete this entire task, right? So your discussion, maybe as you are discussing, someone should open a Google document, share it with every other team member, and you start to talk about, as you are, like, a Google document, you can work collaboratively at the same time. So as you are thinking about something, you are putting it, I will advise you to have 2 major headings. Like, let me say, have an heading of, what's it called? Opportunity, and have an opportunity, another heading for potential risk that you see in the launch of this product. Now, the second thing is what? The second aim of this particular life project is your introduction to Agile, Scrum, Kanban, and Agile teams. So the first thing we are testing is what? Your introduction to Agile, and I'm sure you've covered this. Now, what Agile principles, still related to the scenario, what Agile principles will benefit the smart home hubs development? What Agile principles? Of course, if you have gone through the Agile principles, think about the product in this scenario. What Agile principles will benefit this smart hub development, right? So again, what is the activity you are going to carry out? You are going to have a brief discussion in your group around Agile principles, like the entire Agile principles. Then you think about how this is going to be, like which of these principles will benefit the development of smart hub. Now, what are you now going to deliver to me? You are going to create a plan to implement these Agile principles. For instance, if you say one of the Agile principles that will benefit this particular smart home, this thing is, okay, I don't want to mention anything, so I don't start giving you this thing. But think about Agile principles and say, okay, you need to create a plan. If you have listed maybe 3 Agile principles that will benefit the smart home implementation, now create a plan on how you are going to implement. So what you are delivering to me is a description of your plan. You first say, these 3 Agile principles, this 1 Agile principle is going to benefit the development of these products. You will now create a plan on how you are going to implement this Agile principle, right? Now, the second thing we are testing, now, I would estimate that that first one takes you about 10 minutes to do. The second part, which is Scrum, also takes you about 10 minutes. Now, the question on that Scrum is, how can the Scrum framework be applied? Okay? Please, we are still expecting the PDF. Muina, deliver the PDF to the product group. Muina, deliver the product PDF to the product group. Just give me 1 minute. Let me forward. Esther, you're still in this meeting, right? Let me forward it to Esther so that Esther delivers it to you. Esther, I forwarded this to the group so you can deliver it to them. I forwarded it to you also on WhatsApp. Esther, please check for that PDF and send it to the product group. Now, the second deliverable, which is a Scrum, is how can Scrum framework be applied to the smart home object? How can the Scrum framework be applied? If you remember at the end of your module 2, we gave you a particular scenario and we asked you, which would you use, the Scrum framework or the Kanban framework? And some of you have done that particular thing, some of you have done it. So we're asking you now, how can the Scrum framework be applied to the smart home org projects? What is the activity you are going to do in this 10 minutes? You are going to role play, right? I need you to role play. In your breakout room, when you get to this section, you say, okay, we are doing this thing. I need you to role play. Like you are a stand-up in Scrum. Like, who is going to be that person in your team? Let's say you have 4 people in your team. Who is going to be that person who is the Scrum Master? Is like, I want you to do a role play. So amongst you, and I want you to deliver it to me on the Google document to say, oh, Ade is the Scrum Master. This person is the DevOps. This person, do you understand? I need you to role play, assuming that you already know. Because if you have answered the first one right about the Agile team, who is the Agile team and things like that, what it means is you people need to give yourself roles and understand your role. Like, if I'm the Scrum Master, this is what I'm delivering to this team. If I'm the DevOps, this is what you need to understand your role, and that is what you are going to do. Now, the output I'm expecting is for you to align on the product roadmap and priorities. Like, if after you've given yourselves role in that Scrum meeting, you will now, all of you will now contribute to say, oh, me as a Scrum Master, this is what I want. Me as a this thing, now align on the product roadmap and priorities. You people will, when you come here, first part of this one is going to be XYZ is Scrum Master, XYZ is DevOps. You can have 2 people on a particular Scrum Master, it doesn't matter. But then I will need to say, okay, as a Scrum Master, these are the priorities for me. Now you people should align and coordinate the roadmap for these products and the priorities for it. Now, that is a 20 minutes, as in the entire slide of that is 20 minutes. Going to test your knowledge on what? Kanban, right? The question here is, how can Kanban improve the marketing team workflow? How can Kanban improve the marketing team workflow? Remember, Kanban is about workflows and things like that, if you have been listening to your lessons, right? Okay, Esther, someone is saying add me to the product group. Now, how can Kanban improve the marketing team's workflow? So now, what is the activity? You need to use a Kanban board to identify workflow stages. Again, if you've been doing the assignments, this should be an easy one. Use a Kanban board. If you have one, your Kanban board to identify workflow stages. Your Kanban board to say, this is the workflow that is going to happen in this project. The output is optimize the marketing process for efficiency. So you will get what you like. I would expect that when your team is coming to present, you are going to show me your Kanban board and say, oh, we've optimized the process of this particular workflow using a Kanban board. Now, number 4 under this is what your Agile team. This one, I want you to do a quick brainstorming session where you are telling me the essential qualities. This one is an easy one if you've been listening. So essential qualities of an effective Agile team. Hopefully you have already formed an Agile team when you are performing activity 2, where you gave yourself different things. So I'm now asking you now that what are the effective, like your essential qualities in your different roles as what an Agile team? What are the essential qualities? Right? So basically, I want you to do a brainstorming session, and your outputs at this point to be for you to just basically like, this is your Agile team, this is the plan for my Agile team. And lastly, your first 14 days. Your first 14 days is a 15 minutes part of this project. Now, in this case, I'm testing only your first 48 hours, right? And what is the question? I need you to create a checklist, which is why I said this one, even if the second part of this, which is testing your knowledge on module 2, is very dense, but this third part is not dense, because if you already have a checklist, this one is almost like you are doing copy and paste, right? But the second part, you will need to do a lot of technical thinking to answer your module 2 questions. Now, this third part is what are your priorities? Your top priorities in the first 48 hours. I need you to simply create a checklist of your top priorities in the first 48 hours. And I also need you at this place to understand the current state of the product and its market, but that can be good. So your major output here is that checklist, and you're going to explain it to me. Like that checklist, you won't say this is my checklist. No, you have to explain to me like why this are the first 48 hours with respect to the products. Remember, they said understand the current state of the product and its market. What is the current state of the product? It is in the late developmental stages. What is the market for it? Do you understand? So based on the current state of the products, the market that exists for it, you will now tell me these are my top. If I am, like, if they bring me on this project, this smart home. So when I say you're going to go and copy and paste, you need to do it with sense, in the sense that you just don't say my top priorities is to ask the director. Now, like you need to say on the smart home up project, my top priority within the first 48 hours is to ask for, because they said it is in the. So what are you going to ask the director? I will meet the director. That is not the kind of I want in this. So with respect to this project, what I pass, with respect to the state of the product, what are your top priorities in the first 48 hours? Because remember, it is launching in what? 3 months. Whenever you're a product designer, a product manager, always think about the state in which, and that is why the scenario, it was important that the scenario took into instance. You have 1 hour, 15 minutes, and you are going to come and present in your team for this thing. Please, again, look at the scenario. The scenario is what? The product called the Smart Home Hub. It is by an innovative tech company. And what is the main function of this product? It is to integrate what? It is to integrate all your multiple various smart devices into one single platform. And you have been hired as a product manager to lead the initiative, and they gave you 2 major things that they called your attention to. It is in the late development stages, and it will launch in 3 months. Why did I come back here? I wanted to call your attention to that, this particular thing. In the first 48 hours, what are your priorities? And you need to answer with respect to the current state of the product and the market for it. If they say a product is launching in the next 3 months, it means that you cannot. I want to just call your attention to the fact that marketing has to already, like, you need to have a marketing plan, right? If it's launching in 3 months, like, what is your marketing plan with respect to your priorities in 48 hours? So that is what this is. And Esther, please confirm you have delivered this PDF to the product managers in the house, so that when I put them into breakout rooms, they can then take a look at it. So my advice would be, as in you people may create just one Google document, and you maybe have three different pages where you put the section 1, section 2. Why? You may be pressed for time. So you may decide to start saying, okay, someone should start working on the priorities in 48 hours. Another person could start working on the VUCA concepts, and another person could work on the agile and the Kanban and the things like that, or 2 or 3 people could work on this. That would be my approach to deliver excellence in this project. So please confirm you people have received this PDF on your group. Confirm you have received the PDF, check the Telegram group, and confirm you have received the PDF from the Telegram group. Hello, product managers in the house. Have you received the PDF? Have you received the PDF? Have you received the PDF? Esther has sent it. Please download it from your group. Yes, the PDFs have been sent. Fantastic. So that's drops. Okay, yes, great. So it's time to go into breakout rooms, and I will see you in 1.5 hours. And I hope you people make me proud and come with good plan for your marketing, your agile team, your workflow, your Kanban board, and all that, make me proud. Let me be sure that we're actually raising product managers and not just the people that are listening to my lessons and not doing anything with it. So I'm going to put you into breakout rooms now. And I'm going to have just 3 breakout rooms. Okay, so please, the room is now open for you all to join your breakout rooms. See you in by 1 p.m. West African time. Please join your breakout room and get started on your projects. You are going to need a lot of time to do this. Trust me on that one. You need to join your breakout rooms now. Chinenye Uzomaka, please join. Mary Akanu, please join. Izzy Pinawe, please join. Kenneth, please join your breakout room. I can still see you here. Chinenye Uzomaka, please join your breakout room. You shouldn't be here, right? You shouldn't be here. Kenneth, Easy Pinawe, Chinyem. Please, you are now in your breakout rooms. Join your breakout room so I can go get started in your team. Please join your breakout rooms. Moina. Hello. Hello. Esther. Chinyem Uzomaka, please can you move to the Okay, great. If you are watching this on YouTube, we are going to, we are currently in the breakout room. And yeah, we are going to just stop streaming and let our people work on this. And after which we would come back in 1.5 hours to assess their work. So thank you. Hello.